Hello, friends, it's so nice to meet you. Hello, friends, hello.
Lesson 101. Harry and Barbara Salis are on their way to England, where Harry wishes to sell an invention of his. They are also going to visit their son, Peter, who is at London University. Here they are on the cross-channel steamer, which is just approaching the English coast.
I saw the white cliffs of Dover from the boat deck.
What did they look like?
Wonderful. You can see them clearly. You should go and see them yourself.
Oh, cliffs are the same everywhere. I think I'll go down and fetch the suitcases from the cabin before the ship arrives.
Oh, darling. Life isn't just business and organising things. This is our first visit to England. We must see everything we can.
I expect the fog will prevent us from seeing anything.
Oh, don't be silly. Fog doesn't cover England the whole time, as some people think.
Anyway, I feel like a drink. I'm going to the bar.
But you can have a drink at any time. Have one before dinner, when we get to London.
But I feel like one now. When do we arrive?
In about half an hour.
Oh, all right. I'll go and see the cliffs. But look at the crowd on the stairs. Why on earth are they standing there?
They're queuing.
Queuing? What for?
To get off the ship.
But you said there was still half an hour.
Yes, but the English love forming queues. Apparently it's one of their national characteristics.
Extraordinary. Well, I can't get through all those people, so I shan't be able to see the White Cliffs. We'll have a drink in the bar, and then I'll go down and fetch the suitcases.
Lesson 101. Drill 1.
Cakes are cheap.
The cakes we saw yesterday weren't cheap.
Cakes are cheap.
The cakes we saw yesterday weren't cheap.
Cliffs are wonderful.
The cliffs we saw yesterday weren't wonderful.
People are extraordinary.
The people we saw yesterday weren't extraordinary.
Suitcases are expensive.
The suitcases we saw yesterday weren't expensive.
Lesson 101. Drill 2.
What do cakes cost?
The cakes I bought cost 10p.
What do cakes cost?
The cakes I bought cost 10p.
What does a cake cost?
The cake I bought cost 10p.
What does a sandwich cost?
The sandwich I bought cost 10p.
What do sandwiches cost?
The sandwiches I bought cost 10p.
Lesson 101. Drill 3.
The cakes I bought cost 5p.
Cakes usually cost more.
The cakes I bought cost 5p.
Cakes usually cost more.
The cake I bought cost 5p.
A cake usually costs more.
The sandwich I bought cost 5p.
A sandwich usually costs more.
The sandwiches I bought cost 5p.
Sandwiches usually cost more.
Lesson 101. Drill 4.
Look at the fog outside.
I don't like fog.
Look at the fog outside.
I don't like fog.
Try the milk in that jug.
I don't like milk.
Taste the bread on that plate.
I don't like bread.
Smell the perfume in that bottle.
I don't like perfume.
Lesson 101. Drill 5.
What does Barbara want for breakfast?
She never eats breakfast.
What does Barbara want for breakfast?
She never eats breakfast.
What does Harry want for lunch?
He never eats lunch.
What does that girl want for supper?
She never eats supper.
What does that man want for dinner?
He never eats dinner.
I've always liked flowers, but the flowers in our garden are special to me. The flowers in our garden are for you and me. I've always liked summer, but the summer that we shared was special to me. The summer that we shared was for you and me. Flowers, sun, and music are things I've always had in my life. Now we are together. These things are a special part of my life because of you. I've always loved music, but the music that you play is special to me. Because the music that you play for me. I've always loved life, but the life we share together is special to me. The life we share together is for you and me. The life we share together is for you and me.
Lesson 102. Harry and Barbara are now being interviewed by the immigration officer.
Would you mind telling me the purpose of your visit to England?
I'm here on business.
Not only business, Harry. We've also crossed the channel to see Peter, our son. We want to see England, too. We've heard so much about it. Oh, and then...
Yes, madam. May I see your passports?
Of course. I suppose you want to check them and stamp them.
Yes, thank you. How long are you staying in England, Mr. Salis?
I don't know exactly till I finish my business.
I see. And how much money have you with you?
Money?
Yes, how much in foreign currency? Is your money in cash or traveller's checks?
Why all these questions? You know, I've traveled all over the world, up the Rhine, across the Pyrenees, to the United States, over the Pacific, and everywhere you officials ask the same questions. It's exasperating.
I don't think you understand, sir. We have to make sure you have enough money to last you during your stay.
But why? I thought discretion was the great virtue of the English. Why can't we come and go as we wish?
You can, but there are so many people in this country already that we must keep some control.
I'm surprised you don't want to know how many gold teeth I have.
He can see without asking, darling.
Lesson 102. Drill 1.
Why aren't you at church?
I want to go to church, but the church is shut.
Why aren't you at church?
I want to go to church, but the church is shut.
Why aren't you at school?
I want to go to school, but the school is shut.
Why aren't you in hospital?
I want to go to hospital, but the hospital is shut.
Why aren't you at college?
I want to go to college, but the college is shut.
Lesson 102. Drill 2.
Russia.
Would you mind showing me where Russia is on this map?
Russia.
Would you mind showing me where Russia is on this map?
Britain.
Would you mind showing me where Britain is on this map?
North America.
Would you mind showing me where North America is on this map?
Southern Ireland.
Would you mind showing me where Southern Ireland is on this map?
Lesson 102. Drill 3.
Soviet Union.
Have you been to the Soviet Union?
Soviet Union.
Have you been to the Soviet Union?
United Kingdom.
Have you been to the United Kingdom?
United States.
Have you been to the United States?
Irish Republic.
Have you been to the Irish Republic?
Lesson 102. Drill 4.
Alps.
Have you heard about the man who wanted to see the Alps?
Alps.
Have you heard about the man who wanted to see the Alps?
Thames.
Have you heard about the man who wanted to see the Thames?
Indian Ocean.
Have you heard about the man who wanted to see the Indian Ocean?
Mediterranean.
Have you heard about the man who wanted to see the Mediterranean?
Lesson 102. Drill 5.
Did the children hear the things we said?
They heard everything.
Did the children hear the things we said?
They heard everything.
Did you understand every word the official said?
I understood everything.
Did the officials keep all your suitcases?
They kept everything.
Did Harry know all the answers?
He knew everything.
Did you get all the things I wanted?
I got everything.
The customs officer was short and fat. He had shiny buttons and a special hat. And he asked a lot of questions.
Would you mind opening your suitcase, sir? We must be sure that you're not breaking the law.
The customs officer didn't smile. He looked at me oh so carefully while he asked a lot of questions.
Would you mind opening your suitcase, sir? We must be sure that you're not breaking the law.
He didn't see the camera in my hand or the whiskey in my bag. He didn't see the watches in my shoes or the diamonds that I had in my pockets. The customs officer wanted to know where I'd been and what I had bought, and so he asked a lot of questions.
Would you mind opening your suitcase, sir? We must be sure that you're not breaking the law. Would you mind opening your suitcase, sir? We must be sure that you're not breaking the law. Would you mind opening your suitcase, sir? We must be sure that you're not breaking the law.
Lesson 103. Harry and Barbara are talking to the customs officer at Dover. Harry talks about his invention, an inflatable umbrella which can be carried like a small envelope in the pocket and then automatically inflated by pressure on a button. Harry feels that this invention should be a great success in rainy England.
Is this all your luggage, sir?
Yes, 4 bags.
Have you anything to declare? Any presents for people in this country? Have you got any spirits or tobacco?
No, but I've brought my invention. I only completed it a couple of months ago.
Your invention, sir?
Yes, I've come to England to sell it. I've been working on it for a long time, and now I hope it will bring me the reward I deserve.
What is it? May I have a look at it, please?
Here it is, in this box. There you are.
But it's just an envelope.
That's right. But look what's inside the envelope. It's an inflatable umbrella.
An inflatable umbrella?
That's right. You just press this button and it opens over your head.
It looks like a great rubber mushroom.
That's right. Isn't it wonderful? And it all fits into one small envelope.
I see. Well, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave the umbrella with us for the moment, sir.
But why? When can I have it back?
I'm sorry, but I can't tell you that now, sir.
Well, really, this is most inconvenient.
I understand, and I regret the inconvenience, but there's nothing I can do about it. We'll let you know our decision as soon as possible.
Oh, no. I've only been in England for 20 minutes, and I've already had 2 arguments. You can't take my umbrella away.
I'm very sorry, sir, but I've just done so.
You've confiscated my most precious possession. Frankly, it makes me furious.
Lesson 103. Drill 1.
Where's your camera?
The customs officer has just taken it away.
Where's your camera?
The customs officer has just taken it away.
Where are your cigarettes?
The customs officer has just taken them away.
Where are your suitcases?
The customs officer has just taken them away.
Where's your luggage?
The customs officer has just taken it away.
Lesson 103. Drill 2.
Harry left last week.
No, he didn't. He's only just left.
Harry left last week.
No, he didn't. He's only just left.
Barbara left last week.
No, she didn't. She's only just left.
The boat left last week.
No, it didn't. It's only just left.
The boy left last week.
No, he didn't. He's only just left.
Lesson 103. Drill 3.
Do you like inflatable umbrellas?
I've never seen one.
Do you like inflatable umbrellas?
I've never seen one.
Do they like inflatable umbrellas?
They've never seen one.
Do you and your friend like inflatable umbrellas?
We've never seen one.
Do the English like inflatable umbrellas?
They've never seen one.
Lesson 103. Drill 4.
You always lose things.
I haven't lost anything for years.
You always lose things.
I haven't lost anything for years.
Harry always loses things.
He hasn't lost anything for years.
Those girls always lose things.
They haven't lost anything for years.
Harry's wife always loses things.
She hasn't lost anything for years.
Lesson 103. Drill 5.
2 days.
I've been studying English for 2 days.
2 days.
I've been studying English for 2 days.
3 months.
I've been studying English for 3 months.
4 years.
I've been studying English for 4 years.
A long time.
I've been studying English for a long time.
This is the empty room they left a month ago.
He's left his books and records. He doesn't need them now. He's left his photographs because he doesn't need them now. They've left the window open. They've left the door unlocked. They haven't left a message. They haven't really left at all. She's left her shoes and dresses. She doesn't want them now. She's left her favorite chair because she doesn't want it now. They've left the window open. They've left the door unlocked. They haven't left a message. They haven't really left at all. And records, the photographs on the chair. See the dust on the mirror and the message. See the message there.
Lesson 104. Harry and Barbara are sitting in the train on their way to London.
Have you seen my handbag anywhere?
There it is. You're almost sitting on it.
Thank you. You know, there was so much fuss about the umbrella that I forgot to declare the presents I bought for Peter.
Now, that's nothing to be so pleased about. What are you smiling at?
Oh, the whole scene was really funny.
I don't like that sort of comedy very much. Customs officers aren't the kind of people I like chatting with.
I thought our man was very polite. I wonder why he took your umbrella away. But I'm sure he'll return it. He gave you the receipt, didn't he?
Yes, he gave it to me, but...
Oh, my hat box. What a fright it gave me. It's fallen off the luggage rack.
You're lucky you just missed that gentleman opposite.
I'm very sorry.
He doesn't answer.
How strange these English are. The hat box gave me such a scare, but look, that man just goes on reading his newspaper.
The English are always phlegmatic and they never speak in trains.
Yes, but he didn't turn a hair.
Speak to him again.
You speak to him.
All right. Excuse me, sir. Have you a light?
You see, he doesn't answer. How English.
Excuse me, sir.
What? Speak louder, please. I can't hear you.
Oh, dear. It isn't just because he's English, darling. He's deaf.
Lesson 104. Drill 1.
The story.
I like the story very much.
The story.
I like the story very much.
The story you told.
I like the story you told very much.
The story you told on the bus.
I like the story you told on the bus very much.
The story you told on the bus last week.
I like the story you told on the bus last week very much.
Lesson 104. Drill 2.
Someone shouted at me.
Did you say you were shouted at?
Someone shouted at me.
Did you say you were shouted at?
Someone whistled at me.
Did you say you were whistled at?
Someone pointed at me.
Did you say you were pointed at?
Someone laughed at me.
Did you say you were laughed at?
Lesson 104. Drill 3.
Harry was writing a letter.
Who was he writing to?
Harry was writing a letter.
was he writing to?
Barbara was talking.
Who was she talking to?
Harry was chatting.
Who was he chatting to?
Barbara was speaking.
Who was she speaking to?
Lesson 104. Drill 4.
Why do you never smile?
There's nothing to smile about.
Why do you never smile?
There's nothing to smile about.
Why do you never write?
There's nothing to write about.
Why do you never talk?
There's nothing to talk about.
Why do you never laugh?
There's nothing to laugh about.
Lesson 104. Drill 5.
Extraordinary.
What an extraordinary idea.
Extraordinary.
What an extraordinary idea.
Fantastic.
What a fantastic idea.
Amusing.
What an amusing idea.
Terrific.
What a terrific idea.
What a funny day. I saw a man in the street, he asked me for a light, gave him a light and he asked me to marry him. What a funny day. I bought a ticket for the train, I dropped it on the floor, man picked it up and he asked me to marry him. Funny day. I sent a present to a friend because it was his birthday. He called to say hello and he asked me to marry him. What a funny day. A train home at 5 and I was reading my paper. The man said hello and he asked me to marry him. What a funny day. I watched the news on TV before I went to bed. Newsreader smiled and asked me to marry him. What a funny day. What a funny day. What a funny day.
Goodbye, Mary, it's so sad to leave you. Goodbye, Mary, goodbye. Goodbye, friends, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, friends, goodbye. Goodbye, friends, it's so sad to leave you. Goodbye, friends, goodbye.